Well, they weren't necessarily wrong. There were not very many vending machines, and the ones that we did have were mostly empty. So I want to remake it, and I think the best plan is to just tear it down. And I think I want the factory to go over here where the Simon Says area is, so I'm gonna have to tear it down. I think the way this farm is going to work is, let's say this is a totem disabler in the middle. All of these totem disablers will be powered by levers. Yeah, I can already tell this is gonna be pretty efficient. Okay, so, this is gonna be a little control room. I think if we have 4 switches here, boom, alright, there we go. Okay, so that's the factory sign all lit up. Okay, so on the side of the shop here, I actually have a list of all of the Islands episodes, and because we're tearing it down, I'm just gonna move this to a more, like, sacred area in the new mall. Okay, now that the shop is completely gone, we can start working on the outline for the actual mall. But the problem is, malls are really big, and we have this entire oil farm, and it looks like I accidentally mined one of these. That sucks. But anyways, we have this big oil farm, and we don't have room for an entire mall. But I also don't know where else to put it because my island is pretty jam-packed. If we have it this way, it would look really cool next to the factory. Okay, so Doggy and I had actually come up with designs for the entrance of the mall. And it's gonna say the 5th, like this. So I think if we want to just move this over to where we want to build the actual mall. That? No, definitely not. I actually don't remember how it was built. I'm actually so confused. Okay, so that looks good. And then we're gonna go do it on the other side. So I want marble pillars on the entrance and whatnot, but I don't have any. And I don't know how to make them. So I'm gonna go down here to my workstation. I'm gonna make like 10 of them. Okay, and then we can like build out kind of like this. Give the entrance like a indent. It's gonna be very intricate with its design. So I want this mall to have 2 floors. So it kind of looks like this mall I just put on the screen. I'm thinking on the outside between the floors we have like a weird stair pattern, kind of like this along the outside of the building. But first we need to mark out where the floors are gonna be. Okay, so I think a problem we have is I don't have enough marble. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna AFK while I'm at school. We will continue tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day and I have a lot of marble. So this should give us enough marble to complete the entire mall. No, I don't necessarily want the floor to be marble, but I also don't know what block to make it, so stone bricks, that's actually a good idea. Let me see if I have any. Yeah, stone bricks looks good. I think we're gonna do that. Now, before we actually do the floor, I want to get the outline for the walls actually done. Now, what I'm thinking is we can have, like, windows, like something like this, shine into, like, the actual mall area. It's nighttime now. But I think we could have windows, like little circular windows right here. Or maybe put the stairs on the outside, like this. Or then maybe, like, that, right there in the middle to where it kind of like comes out. I like that. And then we can also have this block in the middle be gold. Now I still think it would look better if we had the stairs on the inside. Okay, I don't like this hill being here, so I'm just gonna tear it down. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie though, I really like the way this window looks. And I'm thinking we can have every other block, because each window is 5 blocks wide. So yeah, what if we have, and then another window here. Okay, so if these are the windows, I mean, we could just do this. That kind of looks lame, doesn't it? Okay, that actually looks good. Thinking it might just be the best idea to carry this pillar all the way across like that, and then continue with this weird stair trend across the top. Okay, I think we need to get rid of this tree, so I'm gonna do that. Now it's gone. So one thing I noticed, it kind of looks like a bank. So I'm thinking, what if we... Okay, so this is kind of the design I got to where we have a window and then these pillars here and then another window. Okay, so I'm removing this hill right here because it was just kind of in the way. And I think I'm going to build this wall out all the way over to here. And then I'm probably going to build it out to this pump jack just before it. So I'm going to build some on this side. When we're done with that, we're going to build the sign that says the 5th mall once we have enough room. Okay, so I built out the sides on the both sides, and it's actually looking really good. So what we're gonna do now is build up a wall for the 2nd floor. Okay, so I've worked on this side of the building right here, and I'm trying to find a good way to make it curve at the edge, because right now it doesn't. I don't know how to make it curve, because I don't want it to just be flat like a mall. Okay, so I got this corner done. It looks something like this. But on the side of the building, I don't really think we need all these like windows and whatnot. So here I've got my 5x6 and I'm gonna see what I can do to make it look good. Tell me why this actually looks good. Okay, this is the final product for just this side, but I think 100% we have to continue with this style right here. Okay, so I extended this wall out with the trap doors, and it looks really good. Okay, so Doggy just finished the 5th sign, and it actually looks really good. And at the same time, I actually also finished this wall here. Now, I'm probably going to extend it out by a couple more blocks, or a couple more sections. And we're also going to extend this side here out a couple more. Okay, so I added a little background to the sign, and I'm trying to think of a way to light it up during the nighttime. Okay, so I added some firefly lamps to the back of the sign. Okay, so Doggy and I came up with some designs for the 2nd floor wall, right here and right here. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go ahead and finish the exterior of the building, and then we're gonna cut back when the exterior is 100% done. Okay, after about 15 hours of building, now the only thing we have left to do is the roof.
What's the plan for the roof?
Okay, so I think for the roof, I want it to come up like this around the edge. And then in the middle, it's like a big skylight grid. So let's see if I have any glass.
I got 9,000, so...
I have 97,000, so I'm thinking like window, window, window in a 3x3. And then surround it with marble. And then do the same thing in a grid. I don't have enough stairs, so if you guys have any.
98.
Okay, this roof is actually looking pretty good. What I think I'm gonna do is on every single grid, place a gold block like this. But before I do that, I'm gonna wait till the roof is actually done being built. The roof is finally completed. Unfortunately now we have the inside. Okay, so I think for the inside, I want it to open up into a large area with like decorations and whatnot. And then we're gonna split off all the vending machines into separate rooms to organize it better. Okay, so this is like an outline I have for the inside. So we have all the different shops sections. So this is wood and trees, seeds and plants, and stuff like that. I also thought we could decorate the outside of the shop with little things that kind of show what's going to be on the inside of the shop. Okay, so one problem I'm having is a room with space, because I want all these areas in the front to be windows, but at the same time, if we have a bunch of windows here, then we can't have vending machines. So I'm thinking we just have a small little window and then we just block up the rest of it so we can still utilize that much space. So when it comes to the inside of the shop, I'm gonna want this kind of design here to where we have the vending machines stacked so we can have one buy and then one sell right next to it. So a shop would look something like this. We've got a lot of empty space in the middle. So if we utilize something like this, we can fit quite a few more vending machines in here. And then that would also give us more room to add decoration on the sides. So I think this is what a shop would look like. Now the problem is we have a lot to go. Now besides the actual shop itself, I do have a lot of other decorations I want to add in here. So the main path down the middle right now, I don't know what I want it to be, but I'm thinking if I outline it something like this with these slabs, it gives a real sense of authority when it comes to the actual path so people know where to go. But then inside the path, I also want other decoration. So I was thinking if we add like right in the middle, a river, like actual water running down the middle of the path. So I have 16,000 aquamarine shards, and if we just craft some... So if we do something like this with this aquamarine block, now obviously this is just an example, but I can run a waterfall up from like level 2 and just have it run down into this river that runs across the entire mall. I think that would look pretty cool, but I'm gonna work on that later. And I think finishing these paths in the middle is the most important thing right now. Okay, now that I've got this path done, I'm gonna start working on getting this all dug out, which hopefully shouldn't take too long. Okay, so I just found out you can't see water through glass. So I'm gonna get rid of all the water, but keep the glass here because it kind of looks cool. Okay, so this is what it looks like without the water in the middle. And I'm thinking of lining it with these marble stairs. So that's what we're gonna do next. Okay, I finished the path and I even brought it up to the door. So this is what it looks like now that it's done. Now when it comes to the shops themselves, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the walls for all of the shops so we can start working on the inside. Okay, so I finished these storefronts for all of these areas here, and I also added a little bit of decoration, and I also cleaned up the front a little bit more. Now I want to go through and put all the vending machines in the actual shops, so I can get Doggy in here as soon as possible to fill out all the prices. Okay, so I finally filled every shop with vending machines, and I think this should be big enough to have everything we need. The only thing left we have to do is to fill the vending machines, so let's start filling these vending machines up. It is done. Over 45 hours of building, pricing, and planning. I'm very broke now, but the build is finally done. Okay, so the next plan is I'm gonna get some people in here to rate the build 1 out of 10. And I'm also gonna publish the island to see what random people think. Okay, so we're finally getting some people into the server. So I'm gonna say I need you to rate my new shop 1 out of 10. Okay, we have another person. Okay, same thing. Okay, we got 1 10 out of 10. Okay, good. We need a rating out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. All right. And then we got one more person here. We need them to rate it 1 out of 10. 10. All right. So we got an average. Okay, we got an average of 9.3 out of 10. So I think we successfully earned the community's respect. I spent over 45 hours on this mall. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe, turn on post notifications to make sure you don't miss episode 12, and I'll see you guys in the next video.